All right, we here, man. Urban artificial intelligence. We gonna get into this live tonight, man. Probably gonna go live multiple times tonight. Had a video that I had to take down, my Father's Day special stream. Just me reacting to the boxing match against Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin. Had to take that down. So I gotta replace that content with some stuff, man. So I'll probably go live now, talk about the boy Elon a little bit, and then go later tonight. We're gonna get into some more Kendrick and Drake stuff, but this is something that's kind of important that I wanted to speak on, man. These Tesla bots now. Before I really get into what's going on with Tesla, you can see this video here that is a Tesla bot update, and we've heard a lot about these Tesla bots. People was talking about them on some robot type shit. But when you look at the video, you're gonna see these shits can't even run, man. They can't run, they can't really hurt you. It's hard for them to do anything besides what they programmed to do. They can't run. So that alone, I mean, even if the shit did start spazzing out, it could only walk to get you. So um but let's get into the update of the box before we get into why I think these could help and they could create generational wealth. All right, because at the more that they're utilized, then the higher the Tesla stock is gonna go. So let's get into this video real quick. Now, this is a video from a year ago, but we're gonna get into some more recent news. But this is just gonna give you the update now. I feel like personally, Elon Musk had to speak on these Tesla bots because the Tesla Semi and these Tesla bots are probably, from the outside looking in, it looked like these is behind schedule. These Tesla bots were supposed to already be out. All right, and the semis ain't moving how Elon predicted. But Elon Musk is a funny dude. He usually overshoots, you know what I'm saying, what his goal is and what he wants his goal to be. He usually overshoots. So he usually has these big grandiose ideas, and even when they fall short, he still creates great things. And that's kind of going to be the same theme we have here. But let's get into this video real quick. All right, this is the Tesla bot update, just to give y'all an idea of what's going on with these Tesla bots. All right, so y'all see that right there. Environment discovery and memorization. These shits is gonna be employees. They already are setting them up to be employees. These aren't just gonna be marketed to like help you around your house. These will be marketed for people to buy them so they can work, so the bots can work for them. All right. Now, a good amount of these is going to be working in a Tesla factory. So these Cybertrucks and these Tesla cars that we see on the road, I did some content about Cybertrucks early last week. The Tesla cars and the Tesla trucks that we see, these bots are going to be making them. That's kind of a good idea. I feel like that's a great idea. Creating a robot to help you build your infrastructure and build your factory, that's a good idea. So back to the environment discovery and memorization. This ain't just to clean your house. This ain't just to walk your dog. He want these robots to do whatever people want them to do. So if I have a company, if I have a fleet of cars, if I have a farm, if I have anything like that, I can hire these robots as employees and they'll complete the task that I want them to. You, you see it right there. Increasingly complex tasks. All right. They're gonna have these as the technology gets better and better, they're going to be more, they're going to have more tasks and they're going to be able to complete more complicated things as time goes by. All right? So I'm going to explain how this could lead to generational wealth in a few. I just wanted to give y'all a quick rundown of this. This video almost over. And you see they had them in the factory. All right. So y'all see the Cybertruck back there. These bots are going to be building the Cybertruck and other Tesla cars. All right. So let's see what Elon Musk had to say about the Tesla bots because he spoke recently about them because people wanted to know where they were. People wanted to know what was going on. People wanted to know why was it taking long for them to be properly introduced. All right. So we're not going to watch that one. I want to find the one specifically where Elon Musk was speaking. Okay, let's take a look at this. All right, you see that? They train this robot to sort battery cells. You're this is the thing about this. You're not gonna have to be a computer programmer to know how to do this. I'm pretty sure when you order when you get the bot to you, when the bot comes to you and it's in your possession, you're gonna be able to upgrade it. To do the task that you want. You could specifically set it to do certain things. Now, will on the back end, will Tesla have to help with some of that or supply some of the coding and things like that? Probably so. But it'll just be it will be simple to where anybody could do it. You won't have to be a computer genius to get this thing to do tasks for you. You see how he can grab things, hold things. All right. That's something that's useful. That's something that you basically looking at an employee. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people see this as an opportunity to be able to expand their business by using these. Now, obviously, you're going to have a somewhat of a big business already to be able to afford one, much less multiple. Now, we're going to get into the price a little bit later into the video. It's not a lot of information about the price of these things, but there is a little information about it. So we're going to get into that. So let's continue with this video. Again, they're going to be able to travel long distances. They're going to be able to walk long distances for whatever reason, if need be. Y'all see the thing walking around the office. When you go into the Tesla headquarters, you see things like this. You see robots walking around. They're getting them used to interacting with people. And this is a thing that Elon Musk wants to do. He wants to show these robots interacting with people to basically let people know they're not harmless. These robots won't hurt you. They're not really even strong enough to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? They're not really athletic enough to hurt you. Now, down the line, will there be more athletic models and models that can do more things? Probably so. But right now, that's just not the case. Now, let's take a look at the highlights from the shareholder meeting. All right. That's where Elon Musk spoke about in depth about these Tesla bots. And he said a number. He said, I think it was like $20 trillion. Now, that's a lot of money. And a lot of people think a company being worth that much is impossible. But let's kind of just look at this a little bit and see what he says, because he says some interesting things.
Welcome to the Tesla shareholder meeting. And I just want to start off by
Let's get to the robot.
about the Optimus robot, which is really a humanoid robot that is intended to, be able to do anything you want it to do. To be, it's your companion. It can be at your house. It can sort of babysit your kids. It could teach them. Be a teacher. It can do factory stuff.
Okay, you see right there, he said you could keep it at your house. It could babysit your kids. It could do factory stuff. That's what he means by factory stuff. All right. People who own businesses, people who own companies. He wants people to rent these robots out or buy them so they can do labor for people and, just create a cycle of money, which is a good idea. Okay. I definitely don't see a problem with people being on board with that. Now, the Optimus bot, raising your kid, teaching your kid, babysitting your kid, that's different. People are they're gonna give pushback to an idea like that. Most people don't want a robot raising their kid. Most people don't feel comfortable enough leaving their child alone with a robot. I mean, if the kid is like 12 or 11 or 13, yeah, he could beat the robot ass. But a younger child, a baby, not a baby, but 6, 7 years old. Nah, I don't think most people foresee themselves letting a robot babysit their kids.
Like, I think that the ultimate ratio of, say, how many super useful humanoid helper droids do you want? Like, who doesn't want a C-3PO,
Now, I'm a Star Wars guy. I'm a Star Wars fan. I remember the first time I seen C3PO and R2D2. Those are the robots from Star Wars. One of the first thing I thought in my mind was, why is that not in real life? That's one of the first things I thought. And this was years ago when I was a little kid and I seen these movies. And I'm talking about the old Star Wars, the one that came out in the 80s or whatever. It might have been the 70s, I think. When I seen CP3O and R2D2, that's the first thing I thought was, damn, why is this not real? I'm sure that this is something that could be done because the robots are really helpful. They shoot niggas, they help, they give directions, they send messages. That's something that I felt was kind of obvious that it was going to happen down the line. Did I know it was going to be like this? No, I didn't.
But a C-3PO plus R2D2 plus, plus. It would be pretty awesome. I think everyone in the world is going to want one. I think we could make one for a cost of maybe at really high scale of about $10,000. It's smaller. It'll be less expensive than a car. So
now that's the crazy part. What I'm hearing is that price will increase. That's why I said it's not a lot of information about the price. That's on the low end, I feel, or that's going to be the most basic one, which is still a good price. $10,000, that is affordable. All right, that's affordable. If you want the regular bot, the one that only do the most basic stuff, it's going to be 10 racks. That's not bad. For you could be potentially buying an employee for $10,000. That's not bad.
So, and I think if you sell for $20,000 or something, this is at large scale volume. Tesla would basically make about $1 trillion of profit a year from that. So,
okay, so he said it's gonna be. He said it costs $10,000 to make. They're gonna sell it for $20,000. That's the $1 trillion a year. A lot of people saying that's bullshit. When I did some research on this, a lot of people saying he kind of just pulled that number out of the sky. $1 trillion a year. Let's make sure we heard that right, because to make $1 trillion a year, that's a lofty goal.
sell for $20,000 something. This is at large scale volume. Tesla would basically make about $1 trillion of profit a year from that.
1 trillion in profit. Remember that. So for the people who own Tesla stock, like myself, if he gets to the point to where Tesla is making $1 trillion a year, that will be generational wealth for the shareholders in the near future, 5 to 10 years from now, depending on how well these Tesla bots do. If you have stock, if you own Tesla stock now at the profit margin that they're making now, if you hold that stock until they make $1 trillion a year, you're going to be wealthy.
So, yeah. So it's pretty wild to just be in Palo Alto with a bunch of cubes, and then a humanoid robot just walks past. We've made a massive amount of progress with Optimus in a short period of time, from someone pretending to be a robot dancing in a suit, to a pretty hodgepodgey robot, to a robot that is actually doing useful tasks in the factory today. So we have 2 Optimus robots in our Fremont factory that are doing basically this task, which is taking cells off the end of the line and placing them in a shipping container. And yeah, we actually have quite a few of these cruising around our offices in Palo Alto.
And see, that's the environment that he wants to create. When you go to the Tesla factories in Palo Alto, in Texas, now I've never been to these before, but the images that I've seen in the culture that's around there is that later down the line, when you walk into that office, it's going to be full of fucking robots. It's probably going to be as much robots as humans walking around. That's hard to me. Hey, Louis reacts. That's a fact. Salute Louis reacts. You could have him do all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Edit the videos. That's crazy, man. Somebody's probably gonna jump on that, because that's actually a good idea. But yeah, man, for 20 racks, shit.
So there's, and I think we've got kind of like one major hardware revision, which should be done by end of this year or early next, before, and then we'll move into a limited production next year of Optimus, limited production for use in our factories, where we'll test out the product, kind of, as I say, sort of eat our own dog food, or whatever the electronic equivalent of that is. But I think like next year, my prediction is next year we'll have over 1,000, maybe a few thousand Optimus robots working at Tesla.
Nah, that's crazy. A few thousand by next year. Listen, man, if these numbers that he's saying is right, I would advise everybody to buy Tesla stock. I need to get more. I have around 4 or 5 shares. It's very cheap right now. It's not even $200. So when you see the ramping up of these robots, the more popular they become, the more the value of the Tesla brand will grow. We see what happened with the cars, and we're going to get into the specific prices of the Tesla stock and how these things affect it. But I remember when Tesla was less than $100, all of a sudden I start seeing Teslas everywhere. It's like it happened overnight. I checked the stock. It was $150. Now it's around $170. I don't know the exact price, because I actually been putting the majority of my money in Nvidia. But after this, I'm gonna have to, split some of my portfolio up and start fucking with Tesla more. Cause hey, this could lead to a lot of money.
A lot of people were saying the Cybertruck is like fake; it's never going to come out. You know, and now we're shipping a lot of Cybertrucks. We hit a weekly record of 1,300. So.
There you go, 1,300 Cybertrucks in 1 month. This is only going to keep going. And I did the video on Cybertrucks. I know y'all see what people are doing with them Cybertrucks. They're like computers. You know how when you get a computer, you can make a computer be however you want. You can have a gaming computer, you can have a computer for streaming, you can have a computer to mine crypto, you can have a computer for just surfing, you can have a computer just a server for email, whatever you want. The Tesla is the same way. You can create any type of vehicle. Really, the Cybertruck can adapt and have certain traits of any type of vehicle because it's a computer. Pretty much, you can program it. You know what I'm saying, to your liking. Salute, Louis. Yeah, man, that's definitely one of the goals, my brother.
And you know, I think that with the Cybertruck, it really is something special. Like, yeah, people sometimes have like different opinions on the Cybertruck, but if you really want to know if something is cool, if it's a great product, like show it to a kid, okay? Like no filter, okay? The kid's got like no filter, like a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, something like that, and or even 3-year-old, and say, which car do you like? Cybertruck.
Nigga, of course, a kid would think that a Cybertruck looks the coolest. That's obvious.
And we launched the upgraded 3, which is actually a fantastic car. I recommend trying it out. It's really a great car, and it's only $216 after gas savings. Like total cost of ownership, it's basically 200 and something dollars when compared to a gasoline car, a similar gasoline car. So um, it's really a great deal and a fun car. Um, and the performance, Model 3 performance is, well, it's like, you know, faster than Porsche 911. It's just a great car. So, yeah. So, yeah. Um, yeah. And of course, Model Y became the best-selling vehicle globally. And this is something that we predicted. So, uh, you know, I think.
Now, y'all see that he said this is something that we predicted, and he kind of did. You know what I'm saying? He kind of did. He kind of predicted this. He had hefty, very ambitious goals for the Tesla. And I remember when Teslas first start coming out, and you seen people riding around in them, just normal people, not just rich people, because you know they got them first. The more wealthy people got them first. But years later, you start kind of seeing them everywhere. And at first, people wasn't accepting them. I remember seeing videos of motherfuckers just scratching Teslas for no reason. Like people was keying Teslas for no reason, just because they didn't like the whole electric car thing. Now, that's not the case no more. People have accepted these cars. It's not out of the ordinary to see a Tesla anymore, how it was. And I remember people were saying the cars wouldn't last. They said it's electric, it don't last, it's this, it's that. Man, them shit's still here. And the Tesla keeps making shit.
Like I said, in like 2022, Model Y would be the biggest car in the world by dollar volume sales, and at 2023 it would be the biggest in unit volume, and it was.
The nigga was right. He called it. You gotta admit that he called it.
And again, this year it will be the best-selling car on earth. So, yeah. Obviously, we've got some new products that we're working on under the covers, and I think these are I think these are going to be pretty special. So, you know, some of them I think people maybe at first may think, oh, it's not going to be that amazing, but just wait, it will be. So. Yeah, and Tesla's obviously way more than a car company. We've, you know, we do a lot of software at Tesla. You know, about, I don't know, roughly half the, or a very huge percentage of the engineering we do is actually software engineering. So Tesla's, I'd say, as much a software company as it is a hardware company. This is a very big deal because
Nah, that's a fact. Look, and the reason that that's a big deal is because the software is what separates Tesla from Ford or Chevy or Dodge or Honda or Nissan or any of them other things. The software that Tesla has, the computer engineering behind their vehicles, that is what makes them different. And a lot of people, like I said, when Tesla first came out, people were saying how they wasn't going to last. You got to understand, all cars are like computers, but Teslas are so different. They're not competing with a regular car. The same type of person who want a Hellcat probably don't want a Tesla. You know what I'm saying? If you want a Dodge Ram, you probably don't want a Tesla. It's Tesla got their own lane. They don't have to compete. Of course, they want to sell more than every car. Of course, they want people to like their cars the most. But because of the software that's ingrained into Teslas, all of them, not just the Cybertrucks, even old Tesla, even the first generation ones, they're different from a regular car. So, having said that, it's not really about competition. He has a lane all to himself. Now, these other car manufacturers will have electric cars as well, and the Tesla is gonna have to compete with that. But as far as competition from an automaker alone, it's not there yet.
car companies are not software companies normally. So this matters a lot. So things like our Orbiter software for energy storage, all of the software that controls the cars, the Megapacks, the power walls, the solar, obviously for AI and full self-driving are a big deal. Insurance, service and collision. That Tesla also writes a lot of software internally that helps, that like we call like the Tesla operating system internally, that is head and shoulders above what any other company has. I think probably better than any Fortune 500 company.
Okay, so they can also upgrade their car. The software in the car can be upgraded. This is a different experience from having a gasoline powered car. It's a completely different experience from having a gasoline powered car.
The Tesla internal software is just way better. So it's just far more than what people normally think of as a car company. And Tesla is also the leader in real world AI. So there's really, this is a big deal. Like Tesla is ahead of Google, Meta, OpenAI, anyone on real world software.
Okay, take a look at this, y'all. Look at the screen right here. This is everything that Tesla is active in. Electronic auto bidding, the Tesla bots, they do solar energy storage, lithium refining, battery cells, charging, AI computers, full self-driving, vehicles, service and collision, insurance, and robo-taxi. Now, the robo-taxi thing is interesting too. I got to look deeper into that, but everything that you see on the screen is avenues for money. Everything that you see on the screen is a possibility for that stock to go up. So this is not going to be extremely long live. So let's pause that video there and let's take a look at Tesla stock. All right. Just to give everybody an overview of the amount of money that could be made during this. All right. So let's find Tesla. Oh, yeah, Tesla. I know y'all on my list. There you go. So Tesla is at 187. Okay, let's look at it on the super chart. Tesla is at 187. And listen, man, that's cheap. That's cheap. That's cheap. All right, let's see. 187, and you can see the growth consistently. Let me see. Is it gonna let me pull it over? Nah. It's not gonna let me pull it over. Let me see. Let me look at the Tesla chart. All right, here we go. We're gonna look at the growth of Tesla real quick. I want y'all to notice something. All right, these lines down here. This is volume. All right, the red means the volume is dropping. The green means the volume is going up. So pay attention to the red versus green contrast. All right. Even when Tesla stock is dropping, the volume is still somewhat steady. All right. It's not a whole lot of crazy drop in volume. What that means, that's the sign of a stable company. You see this red here? The red should be all the way down here. Look at this. Look at this price here. Look at that price fall. This red should be way down here. This is a stable company. All right. Basically, what this chart is telling me, if I'm looking at this, if I've never looked at Tesla before, this is a company that basically can weather storms. All right. This is a company that even in bad times, they're still somewhat profitable. And we can see in January of this month, Tesla was at 214. Look at that. December of 23, 261. December of 2023, it hit 261. And we at 187 now. All right. Before we go, y'all know what we got to do. Y'all know what we got to do. Don't take my word for none of this. Let's go see what the AI tells us. All right. Because I can talk to you till I'm blue in the face, but this can explain everything that I'm explaining much better. All right. So, what is Elon Musk's plans for the Optimus bot? Let's see.
Elon Musk envisions a future where humanoid robots like Optimus play a significant role. During Tesla's annual shareholder meeting, he claimed that these robots could lift Tesla's market cap by almost 50-fold, potentially making the company a $25 trillion giant.
Okay, $25 trillion cap market space. Again, $25 trillion cap market space. Okay. If you buy Tesla now and you consistently invest and you consistently put money in Tesla, if these Tesla bots do what he's predicting, you'll never work again.
Optimus is still a work in progress, but Musk believes it could be available for sale to the public within a few years. The robots are designed to perform tasks like watering plants, carrying boxes, and lifting metal bars. Tesla aims to ensure a safe transition to a society where robots handle work and people reap the benefits. Interestingly, before selling them, Tesla plans to rent out Optimus robots as well.
Now, that's a strategic business plan. He's renting them out to see how they hold up. All right. Because if I rent a car and it fuck up, that's better than if I buy a car and it fuck up, right? If you rent something and it fuck up, it's cool. You Gucci. If you buy something and it fuck up, you in trouble. All right. So, what are the technical specifications of the Optimus? And you can beat one of these ass if you have to. So let it explain it to you.
Certainly. The Optimus, also known as Tesla Bot, is a general-purpose humanoid robot under development by Tesla Incorporated. Here are the key specifications. Height, planned to be 5 feet 8 inches, 173 centimeters. Weight, approximately 125 pounds, 57 kilograms. Carrying capacity, up to 45 pounds, 20 kilograms. Speed, maximum of 8 kilometers per hour. Actuators incorporates 40 electromechanical actuators, 12 in the
Okay, let me let
arms,
that finish.
2 each in the neck and torso, 12 in the legs, 12 in the hands. Core chip utilizes the same full self-driving FSD chip used in Tesla cars. The goal is for Optimus to handle tasks that are dangerous, repetitive, and boring, such as manufacturing assistance.
There you go.
Keep an eye out for its limited production, expected in 2025, with plans for over 1,000 robots to be utilized in Tesla facilities.
Okay, so all y'all people who watch iRobot too much, it's gonna be 5'8", 125 pounds, 125 pounds, and it can only carry up to 45 pounds. And it has a maximum speed of 8 kilometers an hour. If you can't beat the ass of that robot, you don't need to have it. That's not big enough to beat nobody to fuck up. All the iRobot shit that y'all talking about, this cannot do that. It's not programmed to do that. It can't climb. It can't run. We seen iRobot. The shit's climbing tall buildings. That's fake, y'all. That's make believe. It's fake. It's a movie. Now, how is Tesla addressing the safety concerns with these humanoid robots? For y'all people who seen iRobot, and every time y'all see a Tesla bot, you think, oh no, they're gonna take over. There are measures in place for that. All right, let's listen to it.
Tesla's humanoid robot, known as the Tesla Bot, aims to incorporate the company's automotive artificial intelligence and autopilot technologies. While the concept makes sense within Elon Musk's broader vision of advanced technologies, there are valid safety concerns. Here's what we know. Design and intent. The Tesla Bot is designed to navigate human environments, plan routes, and avoid obstacles, drawing from Tesla's expertise in autonomous driving. However, the underlying technologies and intent behind humanoid robots raise concerns beyond sci-fi fears. Safety incidents. In 2021, a Tesla engineer was injured by a manufacturing arm while programming software into nearby robots at the Giga Texas factory. Reports suggest increased accidents due to robotic coworkers at Tesla facilities.
Okay, now I don't think the robot injured that man. I think it was by a manufacturing arm. So it was something it was a tool in the plant that fucked him up. It wasn't the robot itself.
Human roots. Musk envisions a future where technology liberates humans from biological limitations.
Okay, that makes sense, y'all. That's smart. Let's look at that sentence. Musk envisions a future where technology liberates humans from biological limitations. So this is kind of this is giving people, humans, me and you, this is giving us more power. This is making our life easier. If you got the 20 racks, it can make your life easier.
Tesla's approach focuses on making technology more human-friendly before it becomes superhuman. In summary, while Tesla is pushing the boundaries of robotics, safety remains a critical consideration.
Okay, now the last thing we're gonna get into: how could these Tesla bots affect Tesla's stock price? All right, this is the important stuff for people like me and you.
The impact of Tesla's humanoid robots, like the Tesla Bot, also known as Optimus, on Tesla's stock price is a topic of interest. Let's explore Tesla Bot's potential. The Tesla Bot aims to eliminate dangerous, repetitive, and boring tasks using technology similar to what's already developed for Tesla vehicles. While exciting, analysts remain skeptical about its immediate impact on the stock price. Analyst views. Some analysts consider the Tesla Bot an absolute head-scratcher. Wells Fargo analyst Colin Langan questions the 2022 target timeline for a prototype, suggesting it may be too optimistic. Neither analyst increased their price targets for Tesla stock based on the Tesla Bot announcement. Investor skepticism. Investors should be cautious until there's a clear path to revenue and profits.
Now, I agree with that. We should be cautious until there's a clear path to revenue and profits, but we've seen this setup with the car. To me, in my opinion, Elon Musk has proved himself thus far. When you look at the Tesla car, when you look at the Cybertrucks, when you look at Twitter, he's in some way kind of did most of the things he said he was going to do.
The Tesla Bot could be viewed as a distraction, potentially affecting the stock negatively. However, given Tesla's history of exceeding expectations, some refrain from counting the project against the company.
There you go. Tesla exceeds expectations.
Long-term potential. Tesla's bot business could be crucial for its future. Once Tesla has 100,000 bots in use, it may significantly impact the stock. Bots working over 16 hours can charge while working, potentially generating substantial revenue. In summary, while the Tesla bot's immediate impact on stock price remains uncertain, its long-term potential could be significant. Investors should keep an eye on developments and Tesla's ability to attract AI talent through such ambitious projects.
Now, what he said earlier, the 25 trillion market cap, is that realistic? Let's find out.
Elon Musk, ever the optimist, envisions a $25 trillion market cap for Tesla. While this figure might seem astronomical, let's get down. Tesla's current market cap.
Ain't no might about it. That is astronomical.
As of now, Tesla's market cap hovers around $700 billion. To reach $25 trillion, it would need to grow by nearly 35 times. Factors to consider. Tesla's growth trajectory, especially in autonomous driving and sustainable energy, plays a